What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. This blog is entitled Racism by Force, Not by Choice. My reason for saying this is this. People want to make connections with my race being certain things. Not really, so I don't believe it. So I'm going to point some things out. Most of the times, my race is disliked because of our history. Not because we were less than in our history, but because we haven't assimilated to America because of our history. See, other people come to America and assimilate. And it bothers people that we don't. Case in point, you take somebody who's from a different country. They will come here and they will speak the English language. And in a generation or two, they will forget their own culture and quote unquote assimilate to American culture. And at the same token, say, you black people need to do this, you black people aren't this, and you black people aren't that. And it's like, wait a minute. Last time I checked, you came here and gave up your culture. You came here and gave up your language. You came here and gave up your customs. So, and you're mad at me because we made up a culture and a customs in certain coded languages because we didn't like the shit that was going on here? So you better than me because you came here and you wanted to be British. Because this is what I mean by that. And I meant British. You have white people who are Jewish, Italian, Spanish, German, Polish, Russian, and when they're here, they're all considered white. And they all say, we need, you black people have this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. But all of them speak English from Britain. You get my point? The Russians forget how to speak Russian. The French forget how to speak French all of a sudden. The Spaniards forget how to speak Spanish after. Wait, ho. We are in this culture. Well, it's not my problem. And just like anything else, that's why we say America takes our culture a lot, because we are like one of the few people left in America who actually, in positive ways and in negative ways, keep our culture. And we don't like it when our own people start assimilating to that culture, because we think it's destructive. Mind you, watch. You got people who come here and here's my best example, and I don't like to use this one, but I'm gonna use it. You got people who may be Spanish, maybe Mexican, Honduras, whatever. And they'll come here and they'll learn English. And at the same token, most of the times we get along perfectly, black people and Spanish people, but there's always a little tension every now and then for some dumb shit. I'm just going. But the thing about it that underlies that is, sometimes we see Spanish-speaking people as they think they're white, and we're looking at them like, you look more Native American to me. So how do you so if you're gonna say that I'm beneath you because of my race, remember, English is British, Spanish is Spain, both of them European. What happened to your native tongue? What happened to your Cherokee tongue, your Choctaw tongue, your Blackfoot tongue, your Sioux tongue? What happened to you remember the Aztec warriors, the Mayans, or the Inca? You know, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You basically assimilated to two white cultures. And you're mad at me? And you think you're better than me for that? That's not, we have a disconnect with that part of it. Same thing with other races who try to come over here. Like, you know, Middle Easterners do the same thing. Even Africans come here and do that. You know, I know plenty of Africans who speak French. They numerous languages, because they have numerous languages in Africa. Let's just put it like that. And they come over here. You guys don't know nothing. Y'all this, y'all. Like, whoa, 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 dude. You was okay. The English language from Britain is all that's got me associated with this country, really, because I've always been an outcast of this country, really. We are a nation within a nation, really, to be perfectly honest. But you may be assimilated 3, 4, 5 times in the white culture. You might be French, Spanish, Portuguese, English. That's 4 European cultures. It's a disconnect, man. I'm just saying, it's a disconnect. Because at some point, we started saying things that y'all didn't want to hear, as in, i.e., when black people in America stopped creating in America, the country stopped. See, you ain't heard of, when we stopped being doctors, cures started stopping. When we stopped being engineers, shit don't just progress like that. When we start working the docks and working the fields, and I ain't talking about cotton fields, I'm talking about like irrigation and all that. When we stop doing all that shit, this country has been stagnant for years. Because the only work that people who are non-black continue to do is nice, easy, air-conditioned, phone-operated, comfortable, in a chair labor. Not creators, they're not innovators, matter of fact, think about this. The best cars seem to come from overseas. They have a different mentality. The best manufacturers, we talking about overseas. They have a different mentality, because we're not doing that shit here no more, right? And everything that black people have taught white people here, white people have created a business out of it and act like it's their own, and they made it and they invented it and they came up with it, and all of a sudden we're just some lazy people who don't do shit. You think you would have all these construction companies if it wasn't for black men teaching white men how to actually build shit? Seriously? You wouldn't. You wouldn't have all of these roads, all of these houses, all of this furniture. You wouldn't have none of this shit. You wouldn't have air conditioners, you wouldn't have refrigerators, you wouldn't have none of this shit. The most significant things that white folks have made are the airplane, the car, and the computer. You gotta give it to them on that. Everything else don't come from them. And to be perfectly honest, those 3 things are all mathematics. And where do mathematics come from? We're not even gonna get into all that. Now, I'm saying that for a reason, because when you assimilated to this country, that was your prerogative, that's your business. But if you're going to look down on us for not assimilating like you did, maybe you need to take a good look at something. Maybe you need to take a good look at every culture that gets whitewashed, because we're seeing it in our culture now where people just want to be white, white, white. But then there's the counterculture, it's like, look, we need to get blacker. Other races I want to be white, 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 white. And what y'all doing is y'all keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And y'all gonna lighten it. Y'all gonna America was made so everybody could be either mentally whitewashed or skin whitewashed and be considered white. What's happening is people are actually doing this shit. And they getting mad because other people ain't doing this shit. So it's not going to get done. Because just because you want to be something that you consider better than you, don't mean that I consider it better than me. I'm out.